Hello and welcome to this video. Do you want to get rid of Excel files forever? Say no more, because pylo offers you this and much more. Imagine having a product catalog and needing to add items instantly. With pylo, you can create an entity called products, keeping it simple with just a name and a number for each item in this example. If you like, you can customize the way the entity is presented on the left sidebar. You can now import an external Excel sheet into pylo to keep everything organized in one place. Simply choose the file and click Next. Now you are able to set up a profile, so the data from the Excel sheet gets imported correctly into your entity fields. We are going to create a new profile that we'll call Import1. Now we can choose the fields from our entities in pylo and match them with the corresponding columns in the Excel sheet. Just click on the column with the correct information for each field to link them. We can now run a dry import to test the process without making any permanent changes to the data. The dry run shows us that 12 new entities would be added to the selected fields with no updates made, since the entity is currently empty and there are no relationships to other entities. This looks correct, so we start the final import with one click. Going back to the entity we created, we see that the import was successful and the columns were imported correctly into pylo. It is also possible to extend the data easily via the import feature. Suppose you want to add a new product catalog to the current entity. Because the new catalog is structured the same way as the previous import, we can click on our past import profile and start the import dry run. It also adds 12 new entries to each entity field created, so we should have 24 products in our entity after this import. Which is exactly the case. Let's say you want to add a new field to the entity named Categories. Before or after creating the field in pylo, you can export your current product catalog easily. Give it a name, choose the delimiter, and easily individualize the columns you want to export. We will only need the name and number, so everything else gets kicked out. The data is exported into an Excel sheet again, where you can add your column categories manually. With this little products, you could also do it in pylo directly, but as we want to demonstrate the export feature, this is the way to show it. After adding your categories as an Excel column, you can create the categories field in pylo under the entity management. Because we want to link products and categories, we need to add a relation between them. The step-by-step guide makes this easy and user-friendly. In our new entity, we are going to add our two categories, chair and table. Now you can start a new import and choose a new import profile. We give it a name and basically do the same as before. But now we are making use of the search field option in pylo. When a field is mapped as a search field, you are able to import data without doubles. For this example, we will mark the category as well as the number as search fields. First, it checks whether an item with the existing number already exists and whether this has been assigned to a category. If no category has been assigned yet, it seamlessly adds one during this import. Instead of creating a new category for each product, only one category is created per name.